Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Farming Simulator 22 here in the pristine, untouched wilderness of the Calmlands. South Winning Lottery, we have a friend loans us 5,000 euros. And the friend loaning it to us, it's a long-term loan. Essentially, we will treat it like a bank loan. So we will pay them a little bit of interest, and so we can borrow 5 grand if that one comes up. And then if it comes up again, we can borrow another 5 grand. It's up to us when we pay it back. It's entirely up to us. And the last one is I can go and buy 2 pallets of this expensive, well, it's not expensive, it's stupidly cheap. It's this. I can buy 2 pallets of this. So we can buy 2 pallets of something from here, and then we can make use of it. It's not one that we're going to buy and then go and sell. It's one to buy and use on the farm. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to figure it out. So maybe I just go and buy 5,000 litres of pig food, 5,000 litres of chicken feed, something like that. Right? That's the idea of this. It's not supposed to be something that we can immediately go and throw into profit. I can't just take that and sell it back to the shop. I mean, what we could do is I take the 5,000 litres of barley, run it to the mill. We could do that with oats. 5,000 litres of oats, run it up to the mill and run it through the mill and then sell the flour afterwards. We could go and do that. I don't know how much we'd get from that. Let's have a look. 5,000 litres in there. The mill runs at... It's alright, that one's working, so we got a little bit of time. 15 into 19, so it'll be 1,500, 3,000, 4,500 into 1938, 4656. So we get like 5,600. We'd get, I think, 6,000 litres of flour. Ish. I don't know exactly. It's a rough guess. And 6,000 litres of flour, 700. Ooh. We'd make like 3,000 or 4,000 profit. 2,000 or 3,000 profit. Something like that. I can buy 2 pallets. So, yeah, we'd be making more like 6,000 or 7,000 profit. That's not actually too bad. So, we got a bit of potential profit there, or we can use it for just buying supplies for the farm. The only thing that I was going to say is that we don't just buy something and sell it straight back to the shop up there at a profit, because that does actually feel a little bit cheeky. So I won't be doing that, but yeah, we've got some options with that. All right, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to tidy up these little few bits here, because this cultivator is not very good. And yes, I have paid attention to the comments from people suggesting that it's high time we got rid of this cultivator because it's just really bad. And whilst I agree, that costs money, and at the moment I don't have that money. So we're going to leave that out for a bit, and we will come back to that later on. So let me bring this in round here and drop that one down there, and I'll take off down through here. Okay, it's drifting now. Really want it drifting. There, right. You come out like that, and I'll bring you back over to here. You got to get it lined up, otherwise it goes off across the field at an angle, which is a little bit weird. Lower you down, and then off you trot. Now you're lined up. Yep, okay, that one's going straight. Right, so then I want to have this one over here. We have got... Let me just double check the animals. Water, we got 2,300 litres. Alright, so we're okay at the moment for water and stuff. There's more stuff that I want to do with getting water and things like that. Not going to worry about it for a minute. We need to be planting oilseed radish. So if I go in here and I get the seed drill right there, let's move that one out of the way. I'll put that one over here for a sec. That one can drop down there. Like that. And then I go and get the seed drill. We can start planting the oilseed radishes. Oh! I almost completely forgot. I was wondering about the fuel last time round. Oh, wait, no. It's not fuel. My tractor urgently needs repairs. It's going to be... Basically what happens with the tractor when it urgently needs repairs is that... 3,900 and... Okay. I can afford to repair it, but I'm not going to be able to do any work whatsoever with hired help, and I ain't doing that. So you can see on the right hand side that you've got like a fuel gauge there, right on the lower right. There's fuel gauge, and then above that is another meter. For those of you who are unfamiliar, that is the repair rate on the tractor, and at the moment that ain't looking so good. All that means is that the tractor will just run slower than it would normally. It's got a lower horsepower. It's basically the engine is not quite so strong at the moment, which is potentially a problem. Although it should be okay with the seed drill. So I'm hoping it is. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to change that over because I don't want barley, oat, canola, soybean, sorghum, oilseed radish. That's what we want to be planting. We want to get some of this in the ground. We've still got our cultivator doing crazy stuff there, which we're going to completely ignore. And I'm going to go whizzing off round here. So I'm only going to just do once round, just on this half of the field, and then we can set the hired help going on that. And while that's happening, we can just sort of take a wander around. There's not a lot else that we can do, really. Because, in theory, we're one of the ones in the tractors. So we can watch the tractors go up and down the field a little bit. And we can... watch the tractors go up and down the field a bit, I suppose. Not a lot else we can do. I guess we could just take a little bit of a wander around the edges, see if we can find any foraging that we can do, any random apple trees, you know, pick an apple or two and have a nibble on it. Not a lot else, really. I wonder if there is any apple trees here. I already fancy some apples now. Alright. Can you see any apple trees? I can't. That's a bit disappointing. I wanted an apple. Right. I have no idea why I'm thinking about eating apples at the moment. Let's go back over here and... Right, hired help is going to start the oilseed radish being planted right there. We will just stay with it a moment and see that it is able to turn around. And you can see there isn't any difference in the speed at the moment. The total horsepower output of the tractor will be lower than what it would be if the tractor was at full repair. And at the moment, the bar is a lot higher. That's because we've got the seed drill selected. If I select the tractor itself, it goes all the way to nothing. If the seed drill drops below halfway, then the seed drill itself can't go any faster than 12k, I think it is. It loses a percentage of its maximum top speed. So for things like that, it's really in your best interest to keep it fully repaired. And also the tractors as well. Like, if your tractor is already struggling power-wise to operate some of the machinery that you've got, if you don't have it fully repaired, it's going to struggle a lot more. So this one's going to run back up across the field, and then it will turn around again, come back, and then it's... So what we're going to be left... We're going to have a little bit up there that's going to be left. So what I want to do is that's going to turn around, and it's going to be left with this little piece over here, which I don't want. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to sort of just do part of that manually there. Just take that bit off, like that, and then turn round. Now, where are we going to go? So, I've got... I think if I go back up to the other end of the field, the hired help should, in theory... Actually, if I do it from here, the hired help should, in theory, just carry right on, turn round and come back down the field properly. At least that's what I'm hoping. Let's see. Let's see how he does this. He's going to go up the field there, turn round, and it should go all the way back down again, right down to the other end of the field. At least that's what I'm hoping. If he does this is the test. This is the ultimate test right here. If it does this bit, then the rest of the field will be fine. We'll just be able to leave it, carry on, and do the entire field. Oilseed radish does not use very much seed at all, so we're not going to need to worry about refilling that one at all. Barley uses more seed, but we're not actually going to be doing barley again, because our crop rotation is barley, then canola, then corn, and then oats. So we haven't done oats this season, which means there's no oats, there's no barley going to be next season. So what we've got is this field here is going to be canola. The field over there that had canola in, that's going to be corn. And then the big field over there that's currently got corn in it, that one will be planted with oats. And that's our cash crop up there. The amount of grain that we've got at the moment, we should be okay for making pig food. The issue I've got at the moment with the pigsty, right, that one's doing just fine. We can leave that one. This one over here is also doing just fine, so I'm going to jump to the combine. The issue that I've got at the moment with the pigsty is that the small sty doesn't have any slurry coming from it. Now, we can't go and change it at the moment because there's no money to go and buy the bigger version. But I would really, really like a bigger pigsty than this, because right now all we can do is just have the pigs in here. There's no manure output and there's no slurry output from this pen. That's one thing that I don't like about it, because one of the great things about keeping pigs and also cows is you're supposed to be able to get a decent amount of manure and slurry that you can go and spread on the field. And that's what I want to do. So we do need to build this up so that we can have more in elsewhere. You can see now that the water capacity is at 20,000. I think I left that as it was. I can't actually remember. The food capacity, though, is now 30,000 instead of 9,000. And it was at 9,000, which was ridiculous. It was way too low. That was just going to end up causing us problems. There is one other thing, and I would like to be able to get a water pump, but I'm not sure which one we want. So I think we had a bit of money. There were one or two of them. Just got to find it. Is it under tools? It's either tools or container. Just need to find. There's one here that I actually like to try. It's an old brick well. There's another one there, which is, well, it's open air garden mod. There's a water pump there, which I don't really know how that one works. There's a water fountain there, and so you got a couple of these water fountains right here. There's a well there that we could use. There's 750 euros. And there's another well. So that one there, which is open air garden mod. So I don't know if this one... See, you don't know if you've actually got to pay for the water until you've installed the item in question. And this is a bit that I don't really like. You see, you've got no idea until you've actually put it in. I like this one. I like the well. I like with the little mechanism on it. I don't like the newer looking well. That one looks all right as well. The well as well. Yeah. I'll stop now. And what I was actually thinking is it would be pretty cool to put something like this over near this granary, because like the granary is an older style. So is this one now? Is that? That's up. That's flying. What? Why? Why is the well up in the air? That's weird. Don't be weird. I don't like it. I'm actually thinking maybe we should put it back a little bit. Yeah, but then you gotta I'll have to redo the ground around the back there. I don't really want to do lots of editing for this one. We'll put it here, and then we can reverse into it. There's enough room there that we can sort of swing around the sides, and it's only €7 extra to just place that bit. Right. If I put that one down... Oh, he's down on the ground properly. He is at least down on the ground properly. So then we can go into landscaping, and we can just use... no, we want to... No. We want to use that one. And we just want to just make sure that the sides are smoothed down. Just around the well. That seems fine. And then we want to go into painting, and we just want to paint a little bit in here. Oop, I definitely don't want that. I want to have a circle here. Let's make that a bit more. And we're just going to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm putting down fresh gravel. I'm going to leave the other gravel as it is. I'm not going to change that bit. But I am going to put in some fresh gravel along here. Possibly, though, we'll just pop in a little bit there, because that's where we would sort of come in and swing on round. And then this is going to be gravel going up this way. Like that. And gravel going up around that way. And around here as well. There. That is looking fabulous. Okay. See, I haven't had to do a lot with that. We've just got a little bit in there, and now we've got that finished. And also, this one... I'm just going to stop you there for a second, because you're going to leave too much. I'm going to take you. We're going to go back over here, and we're just going to tidy up this field, because he's decided to stop partway through. And, yeah, I know it did jump a little bit there. That's because... real life did interrupt, and I thought, well, maybe I could just get away with not actually having to point out that real life is interrupted, because I normally do. And we're going to need to just fill in that little bit that I've just done, because otherwise we're going to have a gap there in our oilseed radish coverage, which we don't want. We'll whiz up through here, and then we're going to have to do the same down the other end. So we've got a little bit of kind of like clean-up work to do, clean-up duty with the... other tractor. You can... I'll just take you down towards the end here a minute. And I'm just going to quickly switch over to this one and back up a little tiny bit. Hired help. Off you trot. Right, I'm just going to leave that one going, and then I'll go back over to here, and there's no reason to think that that one's going to turn the wrong way over there. He should just keep working back towards this side of the field, and then we'll clean up the two little patches left over at the end. Once I've done this, I'll go and put the cultivator... Well, actually, I won't put the cultivator away. We're going to want it for doing the other field, but... And we're also going to want it back over here again, aren't we? So, yeah, let's not worry about that. What do I want to do, though? We can put the cultivator away. That's not going to matter. Right, that bit's done. We'll go and put the cultivator away for now, because the canola field down over the side, that one, we can do that as and when. It really doesn't matter. We can do that whenever we want. Because for now, I want to just test out the water tanker. What I want to do is I want to find out... Whoa. Steady. Don't jam into that one. Right, I've just got to let you go like that. Mad crazy dump like that, which is just slightly insane looking. What I want to do was get this one hooked on, and then go and see if we've got to pay for the water from this well, because if we do, I need to get rid of this well, and we need to get another one. So we've got 4,600 litres in there. Ooh! Now, I've got the weight limits on for trailers at the moment, and that came up last time when we were getting some water, because, you know, we were severely weight limited. So if I bring that one over to there and then press R, it's filling up, but it's not costing us any money. Ideal. Right, so we've sunk down a well and we're getting free water. But because we've got the trailer weight limit on here, we've got a maximum of 7,600 litres of water in here. And every single comment that I had that concerned the maximum weight limit, there wasn't anyone that liked it. None of you seem to like this idea that we should keep it. So, in the interests of doing exactly what I want and not paying any attention to the audience, which is basically what you all told me to do to start with. I'm going to listen to the audience, and I'm going to get rid of that, because I like the idea of trailer fill limit until it comes along and it's inconvenient to me, and then I just really dislike it. So we get rid of that one, and then I can fill this one up with 15,000 litres of water, which is going to be a whole lot more convenient. But yeah, that is literally, I like the idea of the trailer fill limit. Right up until it says, here's half a trailer load, you ain't having any more, because the person that has made this mod has pulled it out of the base game files, and that's what's happened with this one. They've altered the capacity, but they haven't altered anything else. So essentially, if you keep that switched on, your mod is doing the same as what the base game tool does anyway. So there's very little point in me having gotten this as a mod. It just, yeah, it's just weird. Okay, so now actually no, I need to just move on. There we go. Right, start overloading. So I altered the capacity on this one, the pen, to hold 20,000 litres of water, which is a whole lot more than it was previously. I'm just going to put the one tanker load in there. We don't need to do anything with chickens. They don't have water. They don't need any. And we have a couple of pallets here. So I will pick up the pallet and I'll move that one back out of the way. Right there. Job done. And then I will run back over here and we'll see how we empty that. Right, we've got 17,000 litres of water and we've got 18 pigs. I'm thinking that's probably enough water for a day or two. 18 pigs with 17,000 litres of water. I think that's fine. I think that is absolutely just fine. Now, I could go and put this one cultivating in that field right there. Let's see what we've got going on over this side. I'm not going to put it cultivating because I actually want to save the money at the moment. So if I go cultivating over in the other field, all that's going to do is start using up more money to pay out for wages, which I don't want to do for obvious reasons. I want to keep the money. We still need to be able to buy a corn header. Yeah, it's not going to be ready yet. It's July at the moment. The corn isn't actually ready to harvest until all the way October. October at the earliest. So we got a little bit of a window of opportunity there. Means we've got time to hopefully accumulate 19,000, which is how much the corn header is going to cost. Isn't it? 19 grand for that one right there. I don't think there's any others. This one is 17,000. That's 3 meters wide. This one here is 3.4. That does actually make a difference because this one, I'm using this elsewhere, and the 3 meters is the same width as a combine, so as soon as you start trying to turn a corner, it does actually damage the crop behind you, and it's really irritating. It's really, really, really irritating. So if we can, we will go for the 19,000 euro one rather than 17,000. Ooh, is it on sale? I haven't actually checked. What have we got on sale? We've got a CLAAS Orbis. 64,000 euros. Cheap at half the price. And there's a 25,000 euro header right here that does both corn and sunflowers. Well, that's pretty cool, but it's not very useful for us. And then we've got a massive, great big chaser bin there. Oh, that's a sugar beet chaser bin. Sugar beet cutter in it as well. That's pretty cool. Just 50 grand. 100,000 euros for a fast track 4220. Again, very nice tractor. Very nice piece of kit. Be wonderful if we could afford that. But we don't have a spare 100,000 just lying around, unfortunately. So there ain't a lot that we can do about it. And we've just come down to the end. Yeah, I did just chop that bit out. I didn't think it was really necessary for us to be watching all of that. So if I turn off the hired help 1 second and spin you around, or allow you to spin round. All right, you go. Are you going to go in a straight line, or are you going to wander off at some kind of weird angle? That'd be like listening to someone tell a story who just kind of like deviates from the plot line at weird tangents. Yeah, that's I don't know who would do things like that. Who would get who would be able to distract themselves whilst trying to tell a story. That's just a weird thing. The hired help seems to do things like that when they're working. Maybe this is why I have a bit of an inbuilt resentment of the hired help. I recognize myself too much. It's too close to home. That's what it is. It's raw. I can just sort of feel it. The hired help is judging me. You're one of us. No, I'm not. I'm better than you. I can resist. I don't need to be doing weird things. Honest. And I get that one right there. Okay, there. So we've put a patch on that bit. And then there's one other little tiny bit down the end here that we want to just put a patch on. And we have finished this entire field. It has got the first round of oilseed radish planted. And all we need to do now is wait for the crop to grow, and then we can start cultivating it up again. And it's not going to be very difficult to do that waiting, because all we have to do is go to sleep. That's it. It's a complicated process, that, isn't it? So I need to just do that. Job done. Turn that one off. Run back into the yard here. I'm not going to bother hosing stuff down or anything like that, because we're carrying straight on in the morning. We'll want to cultivate, and then we'll want to do so. Let's go and get this tractor a minute, which I actually left running. It's probably not a good idea, because fuel costs money. It's expensive if we just leave things running. So let's go and we'll get things prepared the day before. This is quite a common thing to do. You know, get all of your machinery ready. Yeah, like that. And then I can whiz on around here and fill up the tank. I don't know how much fuel we got left. Enough to fill that one up. That's fine. Right, okay. And then if I just pop in through here, you can stop. That field is done. That's ready. I've got everything else ready as well. I don't need to worry about that one. The only thing I want to do is just check on the chickens a minute and see how we're doing for food. We got 12,400 litres of food, which is probably going to keep us going for a couple of days, or a couple of months at least. And yeah, we don't need to worry about the pigs because there's just not very many of them. So let's skip the night. Nice little bit of shut-eye. And when's the best time to sell the eggs? We could accumulate a few eggs now. We've got... Unfortunately, folks, that is all we have got time for today. A massive thank you to everybody who has earned their way into the Great Book of Names. To find out some more details about all the names coming past, please head into the description and click on the link to the Discord. It's a link to another video. The link is on the other video. Please also consider checking out the links there for Nitrado, who provide gaming servers for games like Farming Simulator, Minecraft, Ark, and several others. And there's also Fanatical, who will help support your gaming habit by providing you with cheap games and also giving me a small commission on anything that you buy using my link. If you've enjoyed this particular video, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.